Good morning, Lewis. I am Logan Kapp along with Allie Lankowitz. We hope you are having an amazing morning and are ready to take on your upcoming midterms.
Yes,
oh my gosh.
it's crazy.
It's already midterm week. What's up with that?
I know, I'm so far behind.
Oh
no.
Well, that's not something you want to admit on the show.
I am.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
But anyway, I'll catch up, don't worry.
Hopefully. I certainly hope so. Jeez.
But don't worry. Thank you for joining us this wonderful Tuesday morning. So whether you're barely awake or you're already on the grind, we hope we can make your morning a great one.
Especially with this foggy weather outside. I'm like, it really is October with all this spooky weather
like
going on
Halloween out there,
outside.
yeah.
And I was like, wow, that was, because it didn't really seem foggy when I left the house until I got here. I was like, wow.
I don't know. It made me think I need to get my Halloween costume.
What are you going to be for Halloween?
At work, we're going to go as Vector and Gru, my boss and I, and then everyone else is going to be the minions. I got to get like a fake nose and everything, yeah.
That's hilarious.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
I don't know what I'm going to be yet. I was thinking Indiana Jones, but you know.
That'd be a good one. You got to get like a whip and the hat and everything.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I am, I weave my own whips, if you didn't know that, but I'm not kidding.
A man of many talents.
You don't even know. But we're not talking about that today. We're going to start with talking about our latest trending topics.
Yes, my favorite.
My favorite too. Every Tuesday, trending topics.
Yes.
You know what time it is? It's trending topics time.
Trending topics time. All right, well, let's see what we got today.
Tweet number one, please, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh my.
So now, background context for this one. The way this works is Allie and I find our own tweets we'd like to talk about.
Yes.
And we send them to each other so we can get a little bit of a grasp of what we're going to talk about. And Allie, right off the bat, is like, I veto this.
It weirds me out.
You know what? But think about it. How do you think they get foot-long bread?
Oh,
Yeah,
that is
see,
a good point.
See, right?
That's
what I'm saying. You buy a foot-long Subway sandwich. This is how they slice the bread. Look at this.
Well, you know what?
It's 2 plates.
I haven't even had a foot-long sandwich from Subway since they stopped doing the $5. So
I know. Yeah.
No.
And that jingle was so catchy.
I know, right?
But that's double wide plate
It's
right
just
there.
too much for me. It's just too much.
Horizontally cut bread. Well, it does
thing.
make me kind of uncomfortable. And do they sell? No, wait. Do they even sell unsliced bread? I mean, I know it's a glit. Really?
If you go to like a bakery, yeah, you get a loaf of bread. It's not sliced. You cut it up yourself.
And they
It's
probably
really
cost
good.
more.
Probably. It's
it
not
costs
really
more
processed
and you have
like
to
that,
slice it yourself.
Yeah, but then you can, decide how thick you want it, and it's probably better that way.
Or you can slice it like horizontally.
I would never
like
do that. But alrighty, let's see what I've got this week.
All right.
Not talking about bread anymore. Here we go.
I know you gotta make that bread. All right.
Yes, this was so exciting. Moving
I
away
know.
from bread. So 55,646 fans were at the Iowa women's basketball game that they had at their football stadium.
That's impressive. I love that all these big universities are doing this now.
Yes, Nebraska with the volleyball.
Yeah.
It's insane. I love it.
I know. It's so that looks. First of all, just that visual of that court there. It makes me wonder why they didn't put it at center field.
I thought about that too,
know.
but it must have been something to do with the cameras because basketball is so much different to film when you think about it.
Yeah, but I mean,
don't
it
know.
looks like they have some sort of tower there for the camera. I don't know.
It bothers me that now that you say that. Oh, maybe.
Well, they could if they had it this way, like parallel with the field. I don't know.
Well, now we're just getting nitpicky.
Well,
but
yeah, I
regardless.
guess. One thing I do like about the Iowa Hawkeyes, though, is they have the children's hospital in the background.
Yeah.
And everyone turns around and gives the big old
so
wave.
Amazing.
That is so
cool. The girls did do that during their game, and it was so special. And everyone was like the first women's basketball wave.
Yeah.
And they set the all-time women's basketball NCAA attendance record.
Yeah,
at this game.
that is impressive.
Yeah.
And I hope more schools start to do stuff like that because that is just the greatest thing ever.
What a great accomplishment. And I mean, like you said, I hope everyone does it for every sport.
Yeah,
think it'd
I
be
hope so.
Amazing. But anyway,
all right,
more amazing stuff.
Yeah, more amazing stuff to come with tweet number 2. I guess I'm so used to calling it a tweet.
Yeah,
Mine are tweets today. They're from
and they're X's now anyway.
Yeah.
But
we don't have to talk about that though.
No.
But this is time for our weekly dad joke. I've decided I want a pet termite. I'm going to call him Clint.
How come, Clint?
Clint eats wood.
No. That one was
made
funny.
me. Sometimes I don't laugh out loud. This one made me audibly giggle.
That one made Tony
I know.
giggle.
Again,
And Tony's hard to crack.
Yeah,
So.
as we talked about last week, technical director
Yeah.
Tony, stone-faced individual. Whenever you can make him crack with a good termite joke.
Yeah. I don't know.
Clint Eastwood,
Nah,
come on.
I like the one that you had 2 weeks ago, but this one was okay. It was all right.
I did, yeah. But you
Yeah.
just got to pull that one out of the bag once in a while.
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood.
It's a good one. It's a good dad joke. It is. But all right, let's see number 2 from me.
Number 2. Here we go.
Okay, this was amazing. So the women's volleyball team for Lewis, they had an away game series. It was the GMAC crossover. So
Okay.
they played teams that weren't in the GLVC, and they crushed it.
Whoa.
They won, and they set team records. They just played amazing. And look at that stare down
I know.
by Emma
Can we
O'Neill.
zoom in on that?
Look at her
Look at
stare
how
down.
intense she's going on right
And look
there.
at how
She's just like,
hype her teammates are for her. Like,
Oh, yeah, here we go.
I loved it. Look at the stare down. It's intense.
Yeah,
I would
look
be
at that.
very intimidated.
she is like, she's ready to go. And,
Yeah.
and the air time on this jump
I
here.
know. With the brace and everything.
Yeah, that is impressive. I mean, she's like shoulder height of this. That's wow.
And
I
it-
can't jump that high.
You know, it must have been a great play.
Yeah,
Because
right?
look at the other team in the background.
Yeah,
Even
the
they're
other team is-
hype,
yeah, they're
you
getting
know?
ready.
Oh, I love this.
So did they? It was just a tournament, or
So yeah, it was a tournament. It was away. I want to say it was in Michigan. They played Grand Valley first, and I know they took that dub, and it was a really close game. But
Okay.
they played a lot of really great teams. I think three games total. So they
Yeah,
crushed it.
because number one, they call it the crossover. We had
Yep.
the Lewis crossover
Yeah.
last week or the week before, whenever that was, for
Yeah,
cross country.
cross-country, yeah.
And so then I was getting thrown off by that. But we did have head coach of women's volleyball, Laura Lee Smith, was on
Yes.
Conversations from Stritch last
was,
week.
yeah.
So we got to hear all about that.
The whole team is just doing big things right
Yeah.
now.
Wait, was this where the whole women's team dressed up as Oompa Loompas?
Yes. I don't know if anyone saw, but the women's team, they dressed up all together, every single one of them, as Oompa Loompas. And I think it was like a costume contest.
Yes.
And I think they've won it in the past. They killed it. It was amazing.
Please tell me Laura Lee was Willy Wonka.
I don't know, but I that would be amazing if she was.
My
but
gosh,
I don't know.
that would have been the icing on the cake, the chef's
I
kiss,
agree.
if you
Yes,
will,
I
for
agree.
that Halloween costume.
Oh my gosh, she would have had to have like a wig and a hat and everything.
That's your idea for next year at your work.
Yes.
There you go. Instead of Gru and the
love that.
Minions, you could be Willy and the
Charlie
Oompas.
and the Oompas. I love it.
All
That's
right.
a good one.
Well, we do have a couple TikToks.
We
Now,
do.
to preface this one was the one that I found. I have not seen the ending of this TikTok. I wanted to be
Yeah.
surprised
Yeah.
and react live on air. You tried to ruin it for me,
I wa-
and I
well,
did not appreciate that.
I watched it. It was okay, but let's see it.
We're
Let's
going to see it. So if we can get this start going, I'll maybe explain what's happening here.
Alrighty.
So I don't know if you've ever tie-dyed a shirt before,
I have.
but look at this intense tie-dye going on here. I mean, they're got images of Luigi here. I mean, mine, first of all, it just looks like a bunch of blobs and like I spilled some of my morning coffee on
Oh
my
my
shirt.
gosh.
But I mean, they've got so much they've got strings galore.
Yeah, that threw me off. The strings. What is that? How
I
many
don't know
you
if
have
that's
to
how
have?
they're keeping it together or what's going on here. But
Well, when I've tied, I've never had that many.
yeah, and so I haven't seen what it looks like, the finished product. So this is where I stopped right here. I'm excited to see what okay, that looks pretty good, but now it's underwater?
Yeah, that's how you're tie dyeing.
I don't know. They had a few tie-dye events here at Lewis.
They're
Did you know
fun.
that? Like during Welcome
Oh,
Week.
well, there you go.
Is that the finished product?
I think so.
Wow. That does look pretty good. I don't know what you're talking about.
It looks good. I was
Yeah.
waiting for something crazy though. The way that
Yeah.
you prefaced
Well,
it.
that's way more artistically skilled than I could ever do. I can tell you
same.
what.
Yeah, my tie dyeing skills at camp when I was 9 years old, they were nowhere near that.
Well, like I said, yeah, I just like spill my coffee. I'm like,
Right.
oh, guess I got a new tie-dye
Yeah.
shirt today.
Well, my mom would get mad when I'd take my shirts home and then throw them in the washer.
Yeah.
She'd find dye everywhere.
Oh,
and,
no.
yeah, well, when you're a kid, you do some crazy stuff.
Well,
But that
yeah.
was good.
I still do crazy stuff, but that's all right.
Same.
Anyway.
Alrighty, let's see TikTok 2.
All right.
This one was mine. Oh, I loved this.
Another golf one
Just
from you. I
watch.
didn't know you were such a big golfer.
She says, oops, oops.
I don't know if you guys can hear the audio. Oh.
She's almost there.
Oh.
Sometimes you got to make your own rules, man.
I mean, hey, I'd be missing that putt too. So
Look at how happy
she's
she
so
is.
happy. I'd be that happy
know.
too, especially every time I make a putt, I'm that
Yes.
happy because I'm that bad at putting.
I know. Well, it's hard, but look at how she's holding it.
That
That's what I think.
absolute form right there. That is much better form than I have for sure.
Honestly, that's how I probably look playing mini golf. I love playing mini golf, but I'm not good at it.
That's how I look playing actual golf too.
I can't even do actual golf.
Well, yeah, but like the key, persistence
Yes.
is key. I think that's a good message for anyone. We're
see-
trying to accomplish a goal.
Yeah, I
even if
agree.
it's as silly as
And
putting the ball in the cup.
Even if you've got to, pick the ball up and put it down right there, make your own rules.
I mean,
man.
sometimes I just take it and put it right in the hole.
I've done that too. Yeah.
so.
When no one's looking, I'm like, look, I made it. Anyway.
All right. Well,
But we've got some more
yeah,
feel-good
more
stories.
fun stuff
Yeah.
going on today.
My second favorite part of the show is the feel-good stories. So now we are about to share them, and we hope that they brighten your day. So Logan, take it away.
Feel good Flyers. We're feeling good on
I'm
this
feeling
wonderful
great,
Tuesday.
yeah.
And it's nice and cold outside.
Foggy,
Feeling nice and awake. Got
Yes.
up. I was like, whoa, we're ready to go
You are
today.
ready for today.
But we got Halloween coming up like
Yes.
we talked about. And if you run out of candy for your trick-or-treaters this Halloween, M&M's has got you covered with a brand new promotion. It's called Halloween Rescue Squad. And it is a service that promises to deliver free Mars candy to your neighborhood in under an hour if you think you might run out. Wow, first of
Wow,
all,
that is
that's like DoorDash City right
Yes.
there. I mean, come on. M&M's parent company, Mars, is teaming up with the delivery service GoPuff. I guess it's not, what did I just
DoorDash?
say? DoorDash,
Yeah.
hello. To facilitate this one-day operation. This, of course, isn't starting until 3 p.m. Eastern Time. On October 31st, you can hit up the Halloween Rescue Squad website for candy reinforcements if you're running low. A backup supply of candy should be there within an hour while supplies last. So.
I love that.
Yeah, I'm surprised it took this long to figure that out.
I know. Like, why is it 2023 and now we're having DoorDash?
I
you
know.
Or GoPuff.
Well, who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters.
No, you're going to call the Candy Squad from
Yeah.
Mars, and they're going to bring you some candy.
I guess so. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. But
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
That's good. I think that's where we're going.
Yeah.
So.
But staying on the food trend, carb lovers rejoice because October is National Pasta Month all month
my.
long.
Look at that pasta.
My people, carb lovers, man. Today, Tuesday, marks National Pasta Day. Pasta is a traditional noodle in Italian cuisine. Did you know? Besides spaghetti, macaroni, and penne, there are more than 300 kinds of pasta.
What?
300, yes.
What?
And oh yeah, and here in the United States, pasta is a favorite food, a staple, especially with kids. It's so versatile when cooked. It can be served hot or cold. It can be a main dish or a side dish or even a dessert. I've never had pasta for dessert, but I'd be willing to try that.
I would too.
But anyway, you should celebrate pasta today by making a lasagna for dinner, ordering a pasta deal on Grubhub for delivery, or even going to an Italian restaurant with your family or friends.
Yeah, that. First of all, I have had pasta for dessert. Buddy the Elf, you got
Oh,
spaghetti,
that's
you
a
got
good
the
point.
syrup, you
The
got the
Pop-Tart.
marshmallows, the Pop-Tart, all of it going in on there. But yeah, that first of all, and my favorite kind of pasta, I don't know what yours is. We'll get to yours in a second,
Yeah.
but mine is those macaroni SpongeBob shaped noodles. Those are the
that's not
most
even real pasta.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, how is it not? You put it in the water. I mean, it's 11
right, all
minutes,
right,
and
yeah.
boom, you got that mysterious powder that they claim is cheese in the little box,
I think-
and you're ready to go.
I think our Italian friends are cringing right now.
My Italian girlfriend is for sure cringing right now with her homemade sauce, and she's
Oh,
like, "Oh,
yeah.
we gotta crush up the
Every
tomatoes."
Sunday,
I was
man.
like,
It's my
"I get my
dad.
sauce out of the jar."
No,
It's
easy to make.
That pasta for sure.
it's so good. I think my favorite pasta dish. Oh, that's really tough. My mom makes really good lasagna,
Oh.
baked penne too. Oh,
Okay.
now my
now
mouth
we're
is
just
watering.
making me
I know.
hungry here. I'm gonna have to start eating breakfast. Spaghetti for breakfast, lunch,
people
dinner,
do
and
that.
dessert.
Yeah.
It doesn't get
carb-loaded.
better. Big old plate of spaghetti, Parmesan cheese, big old glass of milk.
Milk. Milk.
Oh my gosh, that is just the best. Yeah, the only way to eat spaghetti is with a big old tall glass of milk.
Interesting. I don't know if I've tried that, but
Well, you should.
I don't know. Maybe later. We'll go get some later. We'll take everyone.
Yeah, well, we got one more for you. The National Museum of Women in the Arts is set to reopen this weekend in Washington. It's holding a members preview on Friday, which is a formal reopening Saturday. Well, I guess that's different. Not a formal reopening Friday and Saturday, but then a free day on Sunday. Those events follow a roughly $67 million renovation spanning more than 2 years. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
The museum says contemporary exhibits highlight the remodel of the 1909 building. It calls itself the first major museum just for female artists. That's great.
That
I
is
love
amazing,
that.
yeah.
And tickets for this opening events are normal admission are on sale on the museum's website.
Amazing.
So we'll have to make a field trip there maybe one day.
I've been wanting to do something fun like that, so I think that museum might be it. So.
Yeah, well, ton of fun. I feel good.
I feel great,
Flyers. But we're going to feel even better because right after this, we're going to have a very special guest that we'll talk about right after this. Stay with us.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago, in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
All right, welcome back to Good Morning Lewis. My next guest is a graduate student here at Lewis. He is studying cybersecurity, and he comes to us from our sister LaSalle University in the Holy Land, Bethlehem University. He is also the graduate assistant for the Information Technology Department here at Lewis. Please welcome my guest right now, Larry Samore. Larry, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for getting up on this super cold Tuesday morning with all this fog outside. Isn't that fog crazy?
Oh, it is. We never have this thick fog back home, so it's kind of a change for me, the weather and everything. So
I imagine so, and it's starting to get spooky. It's like it's really getting towards Halloween around here. But you, like I said in the intro, you came from Bethlehem University. You want to talk about your experience there a little bit?
I did. I graduated from Bethlehem University around 3 months ago in July. And I graduated as a software engineer. So I was done with my 4 years of undergraduate studies just 3 months ago, and I haven't been here long. So my experience at Bethlehem University was different from year to year, especially when we had the COVID and the COVID broke out. And then the first semester was really exciting because I got to meet new friends and all that. And then the second semester we started online classes for like a year and a half.
Wow.
And that was the time where the university was, almost deserted. No one was there unless, some small staff and people who contribute in the community. And then after that, we returned in our junior year, and the first day was almost like the first day in my freshman year because I was so excited to meet my friends again and all that. And it was amazing. And then when I had my big day, I was proud to walk on stage and then finally realized that I have a moment to myself to realize that I was done and I made it. So that was the short version of my experience there.
And so you said you've only been here for 3 months. How has that experience been coming here?
It's been awesome so far. So good. I've met a lot of. I was kind of nervous to not be able to make new friends and to not be able to be part of the active person in the community. But to be honest, the first week was kind of lonely. And the week after that, and the week after that, and the week after that, coming to this day was much better because I met a lot of new people, experienced
Yeah.
one, and I got to gain some work experience because I'm the graduate assistant, as you
Right.
mentioned. And then I think the first few days, campus was breathtaking. So I took a lot of walks around campus just so I could know my way around because I was confused the first day where to go and what to
Yeah.
do. And then I think I'm still in the phase where I'm still planning out and setting more goals for the future here in
Yeah.
the community. So
Did you find Lewis to be similar to Bethlehem University in terms of campus size?
it's much different. Bethlehem University is much smaller.
Really? Okay.
Yep, around 3,000 students, and then almost 5 to 10 minutes, and you'd be anywhere you want, any building, any office, any classroom. So it's much smaller, and I'm not used to this size of the campus. So it's been a new thing to me, having to walk everywhere, and then some walks would take 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah,
So-
you get your exercise walking from JP over to St. Charles Borromeo.
I guess
over there.
I do.
Did you find that there was a lot of activities for you to do at Bethlehem University as compared to here, like extracurricular or academic or anything?
I did. I was active at BU in many extracurricular activities. Compared to Lewis, I think there are a lot of more options, sports and activities to do. I still haven't had enough time to properly discover all of those yet, but at BU, we'd had science hours and activity hours. The science hours we'd have, because I was a student at the Faculty of Science, so
Yeah.
during science hours, we'd have science fairs and we'd have a lot of stuff to do that is
Yeah.
related to science, obviously. But then during Thursdays, we have activity hour,
Yeah.
which was, I think, from 11 to 12 or till 1 p.m.
Okay.
And during that time, no one on campus would have any lectures. We'd have just time to go to club meetings and then participate in all the activities. Personally, I was active in the Christian Youth Club, and I was active in the Student Ambassadors Program the most. The Christian Youth Club is just basically about helping young Christians focus on the spiritual side. We debate and reflect on a lot of
Yeah.
biblical topics, and then the Student Ambassadors Program, we take foreign groups that come to visit the university, tours around campus. We'd have Q&A sessions and all that. So
Yeah. It seems like their activity hour is very similar to Lewis's new community hour. I don't know if you've been able to be involved in community hour at all, but it's every Wednesday from noon to 1, I believe. No one on campus has classes, no professors teach, so it sounds pretty similar in that sense.
I've heard about that, and the first thing I thought of was the community hour, the activity hours at BU. So they are pretty similar.
Yeah. So when you came here for cybersecurity for your graduate program, correct? Why cybersecurity?
Well, I mentioned that I graduated as a software engineer, and during the 4 years of undergrad, I took a whole lot of courses that were a collection of different topics and different fields. That certainly wasn't enough for me to graduate as an expert in the field, but
Right.
it was enough for me to know what I want and to give me an idea of what I want to continue with and what I don't want to. And during this, there was one thing that stood out for me in one course, which is that in recent years, there have been, like the last 20 to 10 years, there have been a lot of database and application construction and development, and it's been crazy.
Yeah.
Hundreds and thousands, I don't know, even millions of applications and systems. And then, but the thing is that there were not enough cybersecurity specialists or generally in the world, and then there weren't enough security countermeasures to to keep up with each update.
Yeah.
So the first thing I thought of, I was like, okay, I could use this as a base and then
Right.
continue with cybersecurity, and then I combine both fields. Maybe I'd be able to protect the systems I build in the future. So
Yeah, it seems like recently, or not recently, but in the past 10 years, you said the cybersecurity, there's been a lot of cybersecurity attacks, and so it seems like that field is going to, I don't know, grow exponentially in the next couple of years. I don't know if you feel the same way, but it
I
just
think
kinda,
it is growing exponentially, and it's gonna grow exponentially more and more in the next few years. So
Yeah, and that's job security,
yeah.
right?
so I think I think so far I've been enjoying having, be able to be part of this field. And
Yeah, no.
taking courses.
It seems like a great field. I know a couple people in that field, and everyone seems to be pretty happy with the program here, which is great. And so you mentioned earlier that you've been here for about 3 months, or right, 3 months or so?
Yep.
Okay, have you missed anything from back home since you've been here?
I missed a lot of stuff. I miss my family, obviously, and
Yeah.
some of my friends. I miss also because everything happened so quickly, and now I'm here. And I graduated just 3 months ago, so I didn't have this enough time to spend at home after I graduated. So I missed being part of the community back home. I also miss the food, to be honest. Food here is much different. It's good and it's delicious and all, but sometimes I miss the Middle East food. So
Yeah. What's your favorite dish?
you mean from back home?
Yeah.
Oh, I do not know what it is called in English. It's called mansaf. It's basically yellow rice with yellow yogurt. I don't know if it's a
Oh.
common thing here with meat and all that. So
Yeah.
so that would be my favorite dish.
Okay.
If you're asking about here, it would be pasta. So
Okay, yeah, there we go. We talked a lot about pasta today. Well, one more thing. If there was a student who was considering coming to Lewis from Bethlehem University, what advice would you give to them?
I would tell them to go for it, but at the same time to choose the right path, because I took a lot of time, and I wouldn't say I struggled, but I had some hard time deciding on what I want to continue with, because it wasn't as clear as I just stated, because it was clear to me, but I also was thinking of considering other options.
Yeah.
Because it's always this phase between going from undergrad to grad that is the hardest.
Yeah.
So this would be the most valuable advice that I give to someone. And then just to be extra social when needed.
No, I definitely feel that. Well, Larry, thank you so much. I wish you the best of luck the rest of your career here at Lewis, and hopefully the winter is not too harsh for you.
Hopefully. I'm excited but nervous at the same time, so combination of feelings.
You'll be fine. I mean, maybe we can go sledding out back when there's some snow on the ground.
Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be a new experience.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back right after this.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Or maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Well, that's it for today. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Good Morning Lewis. You can feel free to keep up with us on YouTube at Lewis University Television Network and Facebook and Instagram, also with the same name. It was
Yeah.
great.
I
Ton of
had a
fun.
great day today.
I can't wait till next week.
I know. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what kind of TikTok you find.
I know, right? Another next dad joke. I'm surprised you're not already in anticipation of the next one.
Yeah, I am. I'm ready. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next week.
See ya.